The twin theory, why we are haunted by the person we never became. Have you ever felt a strange sense that there's someone else living inside of you? Someone who once took a different path? Someone who didn't make that decision that changed your life? Someone who didn't say yes, or maybe didn't say no, when they should have? This isn't madness or mysticism. It's a psychological phenomenon that touches almost everyone. The inner twin, an alternate version of yourself who still lives in those moments where you turned another way. Psychologists sometimes call this the invisible life. The choices we never made, the lives we didn't live, but that continue to echo within us. They may not exist in the physical world, but inside us they feel very real, as emotions, images, impulses, even regrets. Most people carry an inner conflict that's never fully expressed in words, but still deeply felt. What if I'd chosen differently? Would I be happier? More fulfilled? Was that other version of me the real one? This isn't just philosophical speculation. It's a deep inner split that creates a kind of existential longing, not for something, but for someone you might have been. We like to think of memory as a story of what really happened, but modern psychology and neuroscience say otherwise. The brain doesn't only remember facts, it also stores possibilities. It keeps track of what could have been, not just what was. That's why we often feel emotions about things that never actually happened, because inside they did. The psyche doesn't live only in linear time. It can feel alternate timelines, like glimpses into parallel lives, the ones where everything turned out differently. This is the twin theory, not in a sci-fi sense, but a deeply human one. Your inner twin could be anyone, the one who took the risk, the one who said no to compromise, the one who followed the path that once seemed too wild, or the one who stayed behind, clung to safety, didn't leave when they should have. And here's the paradox. We suffer both from what we chose and what we didn't. The psyche craves wholeness, and unlived lives leave behind a kind of fragmentation, a sense that you're not just one person, but a chorus of what could have beens. Sometimes the inner twin starts to speak, not in words but in dreams, sudden urges to quit everything, unexplained envy toward people who live the life I could have had, or even depression that no therapist can quite explain. It's not a malfunction, it's a memory of another path that maybe hasn't forgotten you. Interestingly, in Eastern philosophy, especially in Taoism and Zen, there's no concept of a fixed identity. The self is seen as a fluid stream of experience. From that view, the twin is not a glitch, but just another facet of your nature asking to be acknowledged. Now imagine this. You're living your life, but inside you, several others are still alive. And one day, out of pain, boredom, or sudden inspiration, you pivot, change your career, leave a relationship, move to a new country. It all seems logical, explainable, but deep down, it may be the voice of your twin finally rising up, demanding to be lived. Therapists call this an integration moment. When you don't just make a choice, you allow yourself to embody the version of you that you once rejected. Sometimes that's the greatest challenge. Sometimes it's a form of salvation. From an esoteric perspective, this is like activating one of many potential timelines that exist within your field. There are many and you choose which becomes real. But here's what matters most. Every twin is you, not a mistake, not a ghost, not a broken part, but a dormant potential waiting for its chance to live. If you've ever felt dissatisfaction, inner chaos, or fear of moving forward, maybe it's not weakness. Maybe it's your twin reaching out, showing you where you betrayed yourself, where you stayed silent, where you walked away from who you truly are. Sometimes becoming your true self doesn't mean choosing one version. It means allowing yourself to become all of you, to live more than one path, to honor the one you were, the one you are, and the one you are still becoming. And then something shifts. A strange kind of peace sets in, because you no longer have to choose between the real and the possible, because now you are whole.